Let's turn the microphone over to Brooke Ward.
Victor's Magic is owned by L. Kerr, 3 of Diamond Stable and R&J Thoroughbreds. Victor's Magic is coming off a third-place finish at his first start of the year and packs a bullet work.
It's a wide open race, so I think I got a really good chance. There's enough pace in the race, so we'll be coming up at the end.
7 Torrents is owned by Rama Racing. 7 Torrents is an Emerald Downs horse that has been racing all winter, so he might have a conditioning edge on some of these.
He's pretty versatile. He can be on the lead or come from out of it, and so I've already talked to Frank a little bit about the jockey and told him that however it comes up, you just ride your race with him, and like I said, he'll do pretty much anything you want.
Silly Fella is owned by Nick, Pauline, and Giovanni Felicella. Silly Fella is last year's Futurity winner and is just getting better with every race.
I'm pretty confident in him. The colt's done things about as much as I could ask of him, and he's doing right and learning right.
Cherokee Notion is owned by Glenn Todd and Patrick Kinsella. Cherokee Notion is having a good start to his 3-year-old season. Look for him to be near the lead.
Like the last 2 races that he got, like it was pretty decent. Like he's been on it with us. So besides that, he likes the decent. Like I think that's his best shot, 6.5. So hopefully we'll have a good trip.
Tequis Kiapon is owned by Lara Racing Stables. Tequis Kiapon makes his season debut here and might need this race for conditioning.
And well, I like him a lot. I think he's a nice 3-year-old, but I haven't had a chance to start it before, so we're coming in fresh.
Sense of Humor is owned by Rick Demers, Conrad Kozanek, and Fran Snow. Sense of Humor is a lightly raced horse, but he's coming off a gate-to-wire finish in his first start of the year.
He's coming into the race really good. His first race he was a little too sharp and went really too fast the first part of it, and I think we've got him relaxed where he can lay second. He doesn't have to make the lead, but he does have a tremendous amount of natural speed.
Dyna Stroll is owned by Glenn Todd, Patrick Kinsella, and Coda Racing Stable. Dyna Stroll is a stakes winner at 2 and is prepping well for today.
We're going to take him back and make one run, and he's a much better horse going around the ground than he is sprinting. But he's there every time. He's going to get part of it, and he's a good horse.
And now, let's enjoy this strong field of 3-year-olds. They're going 6.5 furlongs in the 22nd running of the Jim Coleman Province.
There they go. Field of 7 3-year-olds sent on the way in the Jim Coleman Province. 7 Torrents and Sense of Humor on the outside. Silly Fella right there in between runners. Then it's back to Cherokee Notion. Dyna Stroll's on the extreme outside. Victor's Magic throttled down in the early going. And the trailer, Tequis Kiapon. Into the clubhouse turn they go. Silly Fella from the inside, now by a head. Sense of Humor, second by a length and a half. Cherokee Notion on the outside. 7 Torrents saving ground at the rail. Dyna Stroll now is 5th by a length. Victor's Magic and Tequis Kiapon. Opening quarter, 22 flat as they race down the backstretch. Sense of Humor from the outside by a head. Silly Fella second by 2.5. Cherokee Notion and 7 Torrents to his inside, followed by Dyna Stroll on the outside. Victor's Magic and Tequis Kiapon, the half up in 44 and 3/16 to run, and Sense of Humor takes over, leads it by a length and a half. On the outside, it's Dyna Stroll, then it's Silly Fella in 3rd. Down the lane they come in the Jim Coleman Province. Sense of Humor, Dyna Stroll moving up down the inside. It's Sense of Humor, Dyna Stroll bursts through. Dyna Stroll to score in the Province. Sense of Humor second, Silly Fella 3rd. Looks like Victor's Magic is 4th.
Going in a race, did you think you had this kind of a shot?
Yeah, we liked both horses, Tom. We really did. And Troy was really pretty high on Dyna Stroll all week. He thought he was going to win it, and we were going back and forth, speed, and we decided that we were going to send Cherokee Notion to Edmonton, but we're going to send the colt we ran last night. We got some pretty good 3-year-olds, and so we decided to run 2, and Troy was probably right. We should have just run the 1.
How'd the race set up? Obviously it was good because you won, but how did it set up?
Well, it set up we were laying about 3rd and 4th. Giovanni was strangling the horse to keep him back there. He was really good. That's the best he's ever been in the paddock too. I knew at the quarter pole it was all over. He asked him, and he was on his way, and same kind of movements he made in the Ascot.
You mentioned you got a lot of 3-year-olds that are pretty good. How's this horse set up for the Derby, upcoming Derby?
Well, I think he can run all day. He's a Stroll out of a Dyna former mare, so I know they can run forever. Stroll want to run on the grass, but it's he can run that far. We know that for sure.
Thanks for doing this.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, man. Now here's the part of the show we simply call In Case You Miss It. It's a chance for you to look back at the magic and the mystery of horse racing here in British Columbia from the Sport of Kings perspective. In case you missed it. Today on our In Case You Missed It part of the program, we're going to once again pay tribute to one of the popular BC breds from the past when we look at Peter Redikoff's outstanding and popular filly, that would be Astro Beauty. This is In Case You Missed It.
Heading into that lane, Donut Queen, Astro Beauty, they're right together.
As a 2-year-old, she started winning very early, of course, and we knew right away that she was a horse who could really run. But so we won a lot of stake races with her over the 3 years. But the highlight race was the BC Oaks as a 3-year-old that she won, and it was the closest race that she had. So that was very exciting for us.
I'm sure she could go and run with anybody. She's that good. But damn it, BC bred, and they're nice to save here. They're well, just look how much she's made. When you outrun everybody, you got everybody saying she should be packing more when she's already packing the whole load. Like when you get up to 27, 28, Tom, that's a lot for. Those are usually the horse of the years and, in the States, right? She's done it all for me, just everything. Like, didn't matter what kind of a racetrack, what distance, what weight. Every time she beat the odds every time, even when it looked like, when you win so many in a row, law average, you should get beat. But she just, she made me and Sam look good every time, like Sam said.
When did you decide to take her out of training and why?
Well, last year as you remember, I had her, nominated for a couple of races and entered. And I blew her out for the race, and I knew she had a chip sitting there, like a little break, in the ankle. And it had been sitting there and she'd been running on it, Tom. But it was, as long as it didn't come loose, we were making out fine with it. And then when I prepped her for the last 2 stakes, it ended up coming loose. The one before, it didn't come loose, but it was starting to bug her a little. And then, so I scratched her out of that race and entered her back, and she was going good again. And then, doggone it, she started to limp a little bit. And so we x-rayed, and there was a chip sitting there loose. It was floating, and so then it would kind of pinch in the joint, like when she'd extend it, it would pinch and hurt, like, which they can be quite painful.
Any one race particularly with?
Tom, every one with her, I get pretty tense when she wins as many as what she does. And like last year, she never did get beat. They couldn't outrun her.
When she is all through with her career, what is on your mind to do with Astro Beauty?
Well, we're going to take her to Kentucky and breed her to a good stud. And so I'm not in breeding, so I may sell her when she's in foal, or I may still keep her. I don't know. She's certainly our favorite horse that we've had over all of these years.
Now, for an update on Astro Beauty, as Peter Redikoff mentioned in the piece, he did send her to Kentucky. She did get sold, but she never lived up to expectations that she achieved as a racehorse.
Don't go away. The Sport of Kings will be right back.
Today on our Salute to the Champions, brought to you by the Vancouver Province, we're taking you back only 1 week for the 2010 Belmont Stakes. And while this race did not have a superstar, believe it or not, it was one exciting finish. Let's turn the microphone over to Tom Durkin.
The Salute to the Champions is brought to you by the Province Sports, where you can read Tommy Walski's column, Hoss Talk, every Friday. The Province Sports, it all starts here.
And they're off. Interactive on the far outside. Spangled Star is there. First Dude has some speed, so does Game On Dude. So they make their way to that sweeping clubhouse turn here at Belmont Park. And it's First Dude who's first into the turn. Uptown Charlie Brown is up close to the pace today. And Interactive is too. He's right there running in third. Game On Dude is fourth on the outside, and Fly Down now runs in fifth position. Drosselmeyer is sixth on the outside. Then Spangled Star is back running in seventh. A break of 3 back to Stately Victor eighth. And Icebox is now ninth, and he's already about 11 lengths from the lead. And at the back of the pack now are Stay Put, Dave and Dixie, and Make Music for Me. They are 10th, 11th, and 12th as First Dude takes the field into the backstretch run. First Dude leads it by a length, being pushed along here by Interactive. The opening half mile was reasonable, 49 seconds flat. So First Dude settles into that powerful stride of his. He's out there stretching those long legs. He's now in front by a length and 3/4. Interactive is second. Game On Dude on the outside is running along in third. Uptown Charlie Brown is rating beautifully so far. He's fourth toward the inside. Drosselmeyer is fifth. Fly Down is 6, 5.5 lengths from the lead. Then it's a break of 2.5 to Spangled Star, followed by Icebox. Icebox has gotten a bit closer. He's now about 8 lengths from the lead after a 3/4 mark of 1:14 and 4. Farther back in the field are Stay Put, Stately Victor, who's still unhurried with 5 furlongs to go. Make Music for Me, Dave and Dixie has dropped out to trail the field. Furlong after power for furlong, it's First Dude. First Dude leads. Interactive is second. Game On Dude is third with a half mile to go here. Uptown Charlie Brown, he's now being asked to pick it up. Drosselmeyer is fifth. He's only 3 from the lead. Then Fly Down. Time ticking away for Icebox. He's still got a lot to do and only 3 furlongs to do it. He's now been passed by Stay Put, and now the field comes to the top of the stretch. First Dude, Game On Dude, and Interactive. They're across the track together. Uptown Charlie Brown is down toward the rail. Drosselmeyer comes up on the far outside at the top of the stretch. First Dude, Game On Dude. They're head-to-head for the lead. Drosselmeyer trying to wear them down from the far outside. Uptown Charlie Brown and Fly Down to the finish. First down is Deputy on the outside here. Here at the wire, Drosselmeyer, who gets First Dude in the shadow of the wire. Drosselmeyer, an upset winner. Fly Down and First Dude.
Okay, that's it for this edition of the Sport of Kings. And once again, on behalf of everyone here, I'd like to say thanks for allowing us to be with you on this last half hour. One thing to leave you, very important, next Saturday, it's April Freezing Day. Come out and enjoy the festivities as we try to get April on her way. Remember to keep them straight. Oh, you know what? We are going to get you on that final turn. When you were growing up, who did you look up to as a rider?
Well, I watched a race from Hastings Park, and I think one of the guys inspired me so much. His way of riding was HOVERSON, and he was an awesome guy, and I think I learned a lot from him. So, and I'm still learning from him.
How green do you want to get?
All right.